Again, breaking in some tragic breaking news. Peter Hardy here reporting the Quarantine Action Wrestling Federation. This one concerning the big ticket, Rich Dombowski. It seems like Rich was actually hit by a car. We're going to show you the footage here. That does look like he's been hit multiple times. And we do know that that is the Dapper Headclapper's car. So sadly, we have to say that rest in peace to Rich Dombowski. Big ticket. Wait, he's not dead. Oh, we have a press conference. Okay, sorry.
Hello, everybody. I was asked by management to make a statement regarding current events. It's not really my jam, but I'm not about getting fined and or suspended either. So take a couple of questions. Let's get this over with. Let me get back to the gym. Let me get back to doing what I do.
How do you feel about getting hit by a car?
How do I feel? I got hit by a fucking car, bro. How would you feel?
Any injuries? Any injuries to speak of?
No, there were no major injuries, nothing permanent. I have maybe a crack in my scapula, some bone bruises that are going to hurt like hell. Being an elite athlete like myself, it's nothing I can't work around.
Did you see who hit you?
No, I can neither confirm nor deny who was driving the car. Shockingly, when you're getting hit by a car, you pay a lot more attention to the car than the driver. But honestly, I wouldn't tell you anyway, bro. I would just go take care of it.
It looked like the Dapper Headclapper's car. Is that true?
Yeah, I'm aware that the Dapper Headclapper drives a make and model similar to the one that hit me. Are you aware that he has 13 guys that drive for him and like 38 cars? I'm not ready to connect those dots.
What's your plan?
What's my plan? Plan is the same as it was yesterday, same as it was last week, same as it was last month. Get in the gym, become the best guy I can be, stay on the path to being the #1 guy in the company. Is that it? All right, thanks, guys.
There you have it, folks. Big ticket with more questions than answers. This is Peter Hardy reporting. God damn it, Brett, he's alive. Will you stop? Can we fire Brett? God damn it.
I just wanna take you home, so lose the grip No troughs in QAW, only peaks! This is the Pandemic. I am Mike Mann, joined as always with Buckley Swantoon.
Thank you so much, Mike Mann. So happy to be staying here in Chicago for another week. It's just such a lovely city, and I'm not even sure if we're allowed to leave. So we're back here in Chicago for another Pandemic, and joining us, guest commentary for tonight's episode of Pandemic, our Intergalactic champion, Le Magnifique Nordique.
Bonjour, it is an honor for you to have me here in this strange American city. And that beautiful meteor shower outside.
Oh, yes. Well, trust me, the honor is ours to be in your presence, Nordique. The Intergalactic champion joining us tonight, and that's really the intro.
If you're feeling froggy, you might as well jump through space!
You've reached the voicemail of Felty and Artie, and here we are the Clone Bros, and tonight we're busy fighting for the right to have a championship match against the Uranus Boys. We're fighting Chunkle, Animal Farm, and the Jungle Magic team. Hopefully we'll win, right Artie? Right Felty? Let's go get them. Doesn't this message seem a little long, Felty? No, Artie, shut up. Bye guys.
Sorry, I can't hear nothing. You can take a little cruise down the river of booze. Act
So down here on the farm, when we want to entertain ourselves, we can just take out our harmonica. But most of you folks aren't that lucky. So the crops are in, and we decided that we would get back to Animal Farm, we'll give you a little bit of entertainment itself by wrestling in a Fatal 4 against Chunkle, the Jungle Guys, and that abomination, the Clone Brothers. Now you know, down on the farm, here on Animal Farm, we are GMO approved. However, I'm not so sure that our opponents are. So if you really want to get out and see what's happening in the world of wrestling, I suggest that you come and watch on Thursday night at the Fatal 4, where the Animal Farm tries to make sure that wholesome crops win. Thank you very much.
Tonight's opening contest is a real barn burner, I say, as Animal Farm takes on the Clone Bros and Chunkle and Jungle Magic to determine the #1 contender to the QAW Tag Team titles.
Actually, just a real quick clarification there. Whoever wins tonight's Fatal 4-Way Elimination Tag match will be joining the match at the next pay-per-view for the tag team titles against the new champs Uranus Boys and the rematching previous champions All Access. So we're blowing it up here.
Excellent. The #2 contenders
Many
then.
people.
Go ahead, Magnifique.
Yes, many people. Ooh, this Anima Farm looks like they could be from a far-off planet, but when in the overalls, very down-to-earth, a farm boy.
Yes, certainly a fan favorite team here, as we're seeing just impressive agility from the farm boy and Andrew Mayer hopping in, and haven't had much success here in the tag division, but let's see if their luck's going to change.
Truly, these two are salt of the earth. One man who tills the earth, the other one who prances upon it.
Absolutely, but you know what? I think the winds are blowing in their favor tonight. Let's see if Animal Farm can really take chance, as they say.
Take chance indeed. One of many t-shirts you can buy on QAWshirts.com.
Take chance as two people in the audience that brought the same sign. This is indeed awesome. And you know what's awesome to me? Our former champions, Chunkle.
If you're going to start a division, if you're going to have a cornerstone of a division, you can't possibly have a stronger foundation than these two men, Big Daddy and Iron Pete Fenzel.
Iron Pete Fenzel, actually a new daddy Let's see if he can keep his mind in the ring as opposed to back with his baby at home. Because you know what I always say, professional wrestling, more important than family.
Indeed. These two men always excited, always invigorating the audience with their contagious enthusiasm, and their teamwork has led them not only to tag team gold, but victories over some of their competitors tonight, like the Clone Bros.
You got to imagine that they want that silver back around their waists. But, I mean, really, who doesn't? To have something around your waist like that. Nordique, how does it feel being a champion here in QAW?
Oh well, my belt is it's simply more than silver. It's platinum from the rings of Saturn gathered throughout the universe. So it's very important. But yes, silver. Okay, fine. They can have that too. Anything to lift up their jorts.
Absolutely, you got to keep those jorts up. I would know.
You would know, Buckley. The big ticket Rich Dambowski would know. We've seen a lot of success for competitors competing in jorts. Maybe there's something in the denim.
I don't know, you might have to think that the Clone Bros might consider a little bit of an attire change. They do run stores at a Bumberland strip mall. You got to imagine you can pick up some jorts there.
If it smells, it sells. It explains why they have so much scratch and sniffs felt at the felt store.
Absolutely. Two clones who are indeed bros, folks. Remember, the one in the black, that's Artie. The one in the green, that's Felty. Two rather rambunctious wrestlers who insist that if you're not on board with them, you can go F's yourselves.
Two men who might be in trouble with the law recently. I understand that the small business stimulus check that they both received, they cloned. That's not how capitalism works.
What is cloning a check but writing your name on a piece of paper, am I right?
Correct.
That's pretty much.
Sorry, I had to check with our judges. Sometimes I have fact checkers live on site who thankfully keep about 6 feet away, and they gave me a strong thumbs up about that check cashing.
Thanks for that fact check, Chad. You're doing great work.
Chad's got one job, and he does it well. And this next team, they have multiple jobs, and it's all to pay the exorbitant medical fees of Maxilon the Magnificent. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jungle Magic. Right now.
There it is, yeah. We're really having a little bit of a delay here in the entrances, but got Jungle Magic, the hottest new team to debut in the tag circuit here, and just look at this. I mean, the size of the beautiful beast, the guile and the speed of the Falcon, these guys got to be favorites.
You might think that's dry ice, folks. No, that is smoke coming off of how much chemistry these two creatures have with one another.
Well, unfortunately, Maxline not able to accompany the team out here due to, just some restrictions that Ethan has set, but accompanying that smoke, you know that his magical presence is felt as these two are just feeling themselves right now.
Restrictions from Ethan, and also, from what I understand, a nasty ingrown hangnail from Maxilon the Wizard.
Oh, very rough. Look at beautiful beast go.
Thankfully, that right wing of the Falcon's still working, that puppetry from Maxilon still working from afar, and geez, beautiful beast still 8 feet tall.
I mean, how would Nordique, as an in-ring competitor, how would you even go against somebody that large?
I am not sure. He looks like the most elderly monkey man I have ever seen, so I don't know if I would even strike with him. But you must chop down the tree to get to the roots. Oh.
Absolutely.
And these competitors looking to chop down each other. Well said, Magnifique, as Ethan has kicked us off, and this four-way elimination tag is underway. Buckley, go ahead and explain to the good folks how you can get eliminated from this matchup.
Also, eliminations in this match take place if you either get a pinfall or a submission. And folks, this is it's not both members of a team have to be eliminated for them to be taken out of the running. So even if one team member manages to stay till the end and win it, that team will be added to that tag match. So, folks, it's anyone's game really, and just chaos already spreading to the outside.
The action spilling all over ringside, and double the trouble, double the chances for each team to be able to come out as the number 2 contender to the tag team titles, which just doing the math, that spells great odds for the Clone Bros.
Absolutely, 2 men. I mean, how can you really know somebody better than you know yourself? Honestly, I mean that's what the Clone Bros have going for them. The Animal Farm has to have the momentum going for them, just in their very nature. Jungle Magic still very unpredictable, and Chunkle, they are the veterans. They have the know-how.
Well said. And the competitors all around, you have already working over Andrew Mayer on one side of the ring. You have the Beautiful Beast taking a task by the farm boy with a running bulldog.
Hey, he looks like he's being factory farmed right now. Oof.
Haha! That joke would be funny anywhere. Anywhere in space.
Yeah, how did you procure a spaceship to go to the stars, Nordeep?
Well, that is a very long story. It is very. I was in a farm in Quebec, walking along when a beam of light came down from the sky, and the next thing I know, I am in a spaceship, being probed and given a title belt. So that's it in a nutshell.
Well, that answers all my questions.
Lesser men have been given less after being probed. Congratulations on winning a title.
Well, merci beaucoup.
Absolutely. Well, this isn't the only elimination match we have tonight. In tonight's main event, actually, we're having an elimination chamber match to determine the #1 contender to the Nordique's Intergalactic Championship at the next pay-per-view. Nordique, do you have any thoughts on that?
Yes, that is why I am here. I came down into Earth's atmosphere to see the competition, to see who on this planet or beyond thinks that they can take this championship from me. I am here to answer all of those probing questions.
Ha! Probing questions. I see what you did there.
Absolutely. Well, we're glad to have you here as our Men's Warehouse representatives. You're getting the Falcon right in their face. This is the closest they've been to the action.
The Falcon looking to fight Iron Pete Fenzel off so that our proud sponsors don't get, busted wide open just like Big Daddy looks to have been, as Felty is pouring on the punishment. Beautiful Beast, his 8-foot frame has ascended the top rope. And a splash misses.
I don't know what the Beautiful Beast is going there for there. Oh no, already almost going for a pin, but then decides against it, I guess.
Yeah. He was trying to take out the Q.
I mean, if we're going by teams having the smartest strategies, Andrew Mayer does an excellent backflip. You'd think that the Beautiful Beast would be the literal biggest target, and that eliminating him first would give the other teams the best odds of winning. And now the horse is busted open.
A bleeding horse. Somebody call a veterinarian.
That is glue dripping from him, eh? Yes? No?
Oh my god, I think you're right.
And a seed plant on Iron Pete Fenzel as the farm boy looking to finish off one half of Chunkle.
Oh, it looks like Farm Boy's doing the irrigation circle to Iron Pete. That could be it.
Irrigation circle, and his face dripping with sweat irrigates the mat. Ethan in position. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Iron Pete's the first eliminated.
Iron Pete is out. Big Daddy is the sole representative of Chunkle. That's not a good look for Chunkle, taking the first elimination in this match.
Very surprising. Arguably the most fit competitor in this matchup, and now he leaves his partner between an ape and a farm boy.
I've been in that position. Big Daddy is his work cut out for him, that's for sure. And a big shotgun dropkick there from the Falcon.
Felty has had 2 talons put right between his eyes as Artie is sending the horse stampeding on the outside. There is almost too much action to call.
How can our sweet boy Ethan even manage? I don't think he's even trying to keep order in this ring. He just has to count the pins as he sees them.
Thankfully, we only have 7 competitors left, unlike his favorite number of 10.
He very well might get to count to 10 at some point. We'll see. But the Falcon now getting locked into the big headlock there from Felty.
Reverse chinlock. Felty looking to submit the Falcon as the Beautiful Beast breaks it up.
Oh, that would
Agility
be a
from the
reverse
Beast.
beak lock. Yes.
Oh, looking to de-beak the Falcon. That's some brutal offense from Felty, who... Oh, Falcon has him. Twisting head spin there. What does Artie have in mind on the outside? Oh, the horse!
He's breaking the horse's back. Somebody is have to put him down.
If you're keeping track, folks, the horse has been busted open. His back has been nearly broken. As long as his leg doesn't break, we won't have to turn him into Elmer's glue.
Oh, it looks like I think Big Daddy's setting up the farm boy for the keg drop. The keg drop.
Keg drop on the farm boy. Is this revenge for Iron Pete? 2, 3, and that is it. The farm boy out.
Animal Farm and Chunkle both down to half capacity, but Big Daddy clearly not giving up. He might have to. He's done it before. He might try and win this on his own.
Now gathering up some strength with some active recovery in the corner. Beautiful Beast setting up Felty.
Oh, he's pulling up Felty into that massive silverback torture rack.
Silverback torture rack. Is Felty being stretched too far? That's it. Artie not able to break it up in time. Felty's out.
Dropping like flies at this point.
Jungle Magic, the only solid unit still left.
Maybe he should have cloned a partner that could not quit.
Well said by the submission master. Reverse knee there. Oh, cover on the horse. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. The Animal Farm has been shut down.
Already putting down the horseman with a massive power bomb there, and yeah, Jungle Magic is the only cohesive unit left against Big Daddy, who's lasted a long time compared to his other competitors, and the big man himself, Artie.
Leg Larry there to Big Daddy, who once defeated both Falcon and Beautiful Beast in a triple threat and was able to skin the former pelt of the Beautiful Beast off. And gets peeled across the ring. Falcon shotgun drop kick there to Artie. Oh, hurling Big Daddy. 1, 2. No, Artie showing some strong heart there as he's not exiting yet. And a spear to Big Daddy.
I think actually the Beautiful Beast throwing Big Daddy. Oh, but the Talons of Terror there from the Falcon.
Artie right back up though. 1, 2. No, Big Daddy not done yet. Chunkle still in this one.
Cannot deny the heart from Big Daddy. Just absolutely no quitting him. But now the Beautiful Beast might be looking to put him down now.
Stalking Big Daddy.
He's doing the same thing. He's pulling him up into that silverback torture rack. Let's see if he can escape.
He was able to submit a clone.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Good job, Karen. Yep, Big Daddy's out.
We love you,
A
Karen.
competitor, yes, very astute observation.
She's done her homework.
We like to feed Karen a treat every time she's successful.
But now Jungle Magic, both men against Artie. Can Artie win this for the Clone Bros? We'll have to see.
It would be an incredible rallying comeback story if Artie were able to, but it looks like Beautiful Beast has him right where he wants him.
Looking to put him down the way that he's put down so many other people in this match. The silverback torture rack.
Is this going to be a hat trick of submissions for the Beautiful Beast?
A competitor has been
And that's
eliminated.
it! Jungle Magic able to clear the field. They are the number 2 competitors to the QAW Tag Team titles.
They're added to that tag match against the current champs, the Uranus Boys, and the rematching former champions, All Access. Congrats to Jungle Magic.
Oh,
Well
done, strange beasts.
They are indeed strange, and have you encountered similar beings or creatures in your travels across the galaxy?
Not so much as a submitting monkey man like that, or the man with just sleeves though. We see little green man, with a lot of single cell life forms, and the occasional Ferengi. But so far, that's it in all my travels.
Well, don't Ferengi go anywhere. Diamond David Thomas taking on the Predicament up next.
Hello, people of QAW. Got me doing a little bit of R&R here in the Seychelles. Resting up and getting ready, mentally and physically, for the big fight, the big pay-per-view. Sure Road Rage is doing the same thing. Riding around on his overwrought, underpowered bicycle. Motorcycle, I should say. Probably hitting her up interstate rest stops, eating chili cheese fries, getting into knife fights with ne'er-do-wells. You know, the type of thing that type of man would do. Me, I enjoy the finer things, but nothing will be so fine as to fully consolidate generation power of a QAW, cementing it with a men's title belt. That's right. We've got the women's, we're coming for the men's, and once it's done, the generation's power will reign supreme. And you know what happens after a hostile takeover. That's right, wrestlers. Stay sharp, stay busy. Because when I'm done, you might see some downsizing. Now get out of my sun.
The pandemic rages on as our generous benefactor Diamond David Thomas squares off with the Predicament.
Diamond David making his return, spending several weeks in Japan on as what he called a spiritual journey for a higher purpose, so whatever. But as we saw last week, adopting a new mantra for himself, Taekwon David. Let's see if this new attitude might lead to dividends.
Diamond David, no stranger to financial success, and we'll see if those dividends indeed pay off or get reinvested for a future match as the Predicament makes his shirtless way to the ring.
I mean, who knows? The Predicament, we haven't seen him rack up many wins yet, but is always acquitting himself well in the ring, and obviously a win over the actual commissioner of QAW would certainly give you some clout, if you ask me.
Maybe it would afford him a... Oh, go ahead.
What is his predicament? He went camping, but forgot to pack his shirts and bug spray? What is this?
That very well could be. Look at those stings on his chest.
We've all been there. The Predicament not afraid to brave nature and definitely not afraid to oil up before a match.
That's a shiny man. He must have been learning from Brian Rock Moonbest's past success.
You might as well steal from the best as the man who maybe he stole his wealth. Here's Diamond David. Diamond David remembering there's a crowd. Very good of him.
Again, we don't know the budget exactly. That's above me and Mike's pay grade here, but you have to imagine this kind of entrance is not cheap.
Nope, scissor lifts don't grow on trees.
Absolutely. That light, almost, would you say that that's the kind of light that beamed you up there, Nordique? It sort of has that appeal about it.
It seems very similar, so maybe it could be this Diamond David and something to do with it? I don't know.
The depths of Diamond David's machinations know no bounds. So either way, here he is now to get back in some in-ring action as the QAW Women's Champion and a new member of the generation joining Diamond David.
It's a heck of a theory there, Magnifique, saying that the generation may have had something to do with your abduction. I feel like Conspiracy Carl may want to delve more into that.
Yeah, I'm willing to talk with him as long as it's on the evening news and the conversation takes place in front of a supermarket. I will give all of my theories and opinions.
Sounds good. Let's set it up. But again, AC Volts, the QAW Women's Champion, joining him out here, as we saw earlier, Wellington Arms very, very calm and prepared for his match against Road Rage for the QAW Men's Championship. Currently on vacation, and unfortunately, James Maloney, as we saw last week, having to sadly retire from in-ring competition due to that vicious attack on him from Mike Diesel and the traitor Tom Brady. And we're actually going to hear from Tom Brady later tonight.
Hopefully, traitorous Tom, as he's been known now in QAW circles, will have a very good reason for taking out one of the brightest, shiniest stars in QAW, James Maloney. The Predicament going ahead and foraging for granola of some kind on the outside.
I hear maybe that's where Don't Touch Our Nuts stores his nuts.
Don't touch our nuts.
And certainly, I think that by the time this entrance finishes, we could have had a 3-course meal. I'm hungry.
As am I. Le Magnifique, what kind of meal do you find is good, or what kind of food do you have before a matchup to get you ready for intergalactic competition?
Tell us.
I usually have freeze-dried ice cream that you get at the gift shop from any local museum of science, and some Tang.
And dang.
You heard it as these two tangy competitors square off as Diamond David sends the Predicament into the corner.
The Predicament, a very dense and a very strong competitor, but unfortunately he is facing that size advantage as Diamond David just laughing at him.
Dropping an elbow right on top of the head there of the Predicament. Oh, and sends him flying. Just release Flapjack there. At the mention of freeze-dried ice cream, I'd be remiss to not mention our sponsor since day one has been Dippin' Dots. Dippin' Dots, they're not dehydrated.
Try the peanut butter.
I hope that this Diamond David punishes him for wearing his baseball hats that way. It is a disgrace.
You wonder if the Predicament has the full peripheral vision of a competitor who would be hatless.
Or turn it behind you, like a backward style, like me, like the way it should be.
So that's a tactical choice there, Nordique.
Yes, of course. I rely on my peripheral vision to see all of the threats that come from around me.
Very smart.
Smart strategy that you would expect from a champion here in QAW as David Thomas tried to get a victory there with a David bomb and now dropping elbows, and the Predicament needs to rally soon if he's going to have any chance.
I have to imagine this is a tough... Oh, but he's taken in for an airplane spin. The Predicament maybe mounting a comeback here.
Airplane spin dumping Diamond David, and if the Predicament's going to win any night, it could be when the generation is arguably at its weakest. No Boston's biggest bad boy, the Mammoth has been crippled, Diamond David has been training in Japan, and Wellington Arms is overseas. Could this be it? One. Not even.
Not even. You have to imagine it's a tough job there for Ethan, too. I mean, counting the pin against your boss, I don't think that's your way to a Christmas bonus.
Easily no, but...
Or a Boxing Day bonus, that's like up in Canada, huh?
Absolutely.
No.
A Boxing Day bonus. That's what I call it when I got an extra hot dog at the last Mike Tyson fight. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Buckley not only ordered a hot dog, he knocked out the vendor. Happy Boxing Day to anybody celebrating that early. Today is not Boxing Day. But every day is Boxing Day in QAW as these two men, renewing hostilities. Empty corner there for the Predicament.
Oh,
Straight jacket, DDT.
Oh, he calls that the Diamond DT.
Diamond DT shushing this crowd. Pulls him into a swinging neckbreaker. 1, 2. No, and a Diamond DT planting him in the middle of the ring. And as we know, the diamond-rimmed edges of the ring are pure diamond. You don't want to land on those.
But now Diamond David, we haven't seen this from him before. This might be some kind of new technique he picked up. It looks like
crapped his pants.
A modified Dave single.
Dave single to the side of the head. Ethan taking his sweet time. 1, 2. No, the Predicament out.
Wow, a lot of heart from the Predicament there. He refuses to go down despite Diamond David's knowledge of Eastern move styles.
Perhaps the Predicament knows Oh, some Eastern herbal remedies or medicines that have prepared him for this match, and he's going to need all that knowledge to try to overcome the odds here as Diamond David bending those digits back. Double knee.
I bet you appreciate that joint work there, Nordique. Seems right up your alley.
Yes, the manipulation of the joints is a big part of my arsenal. Yes.
You also seem to have picked up a new tricks during your adventures. Now, as we saw you finish off Jake Su Lee of Avatar fame last week with a moonsault. Quite a masterful moonsault, if I do say so myself.
Yes, why thank you. This moon, this moon salt, it's not just any moon salt, it is from the moon of Jupiter, which is mostly made of gas, so much more difficult to do in the atmosphere of Earth. But yes, very devastating maneuver of mine.
Absolutely.
Strong left hand there to the side of the head of the Predicament. Diamond David might be closing in on a victory. Oh! A Hadouken cut off by the Predicament, clapping the ears of Diamond David.
What a perfect counter.
The Predicament's rallying. Running European uppercut, but oh! Back body dark from Diamond David. Might have quelled the rally early. Predicament still fighting. European uppercut. Chop across the chest.
Keep it going for the Predicament. He's picking up some momentum here.
Clothesline to the back. He could be building up to something big here. He's slowly but surely wearing down Diamond David, who just shirks him off and kicks out his knee.
Misses a kick there, but just connecting with that knee before, just absolutely dirty stuff from Diamond David.
Now working over the Predicament methodically here, and again working over those individual fingers, just a digital beatdown.
We have to imagine there's a lot on Diamond David's mind, as we saw last week, the return of, as he's now going by, Shakes, and looking to maybe finish what he started. Finally take out Diamond David once and for all.
Straight jacket submission here applied to the Predicament. We've intentionally chosen this camera angle so children don't see how brutal it is to have the air cut off to your head.
Yep, our cameraman Johnson really doing great work.
I'd like to thank Johnson, I'd like to thank Chad, we'd like to thank our whole crew, as you are the ones who make QAW possible.
Oh, now he's giving him another Diamond DT.
Diamond DT plants the Predicament. Diamond David, oh! Builds up a head of steam and drops that elbow. AC Volts, very pleased.
That could be it. I think he's out.
1, 2, 3, that's it.
Solid performance there from the Predicament, but unfortunately Diamond David is just settling in and just manipulating those joints and just savagely beating the Predicament. Diamond David, seems like Taekwondo is paying off. Taekwondo David.
Systematically taking apart the Predicament, who finds himself in the losing end of this matchup. Le Magnifique, your thoughts?
Well, it just shows you that European uppercuts are no match for new Eastern philosophies.
So it would seem.
The wheel of progress crushing the Predicament tonight as Diamond David continues to evolve, as you said, into now Taekwondo David, and maybe that's the key to victory for all of our competitors, is never resting on your laurels, always looking to reinvent yourself.
Absolutely. Well, coming up next, we have the return of the Slamazon as she's taking on one half of Bitches Brew, Delia Payne. And so don't go anywhere, folks. Remember, drink your Orange Julius, eat your Dippin' Dots, take your vitamins, and don't leave.
Crush Diamond David Thomas. Crush. Crush.
The COVID Sisters. Two women who got coronavirus and decided to make an album. The long-awaited release is finally here. Viral Spiral, a 4-disc CD set now available. With such hits as...
It's a little bitty one, that COVID one gets into your tiny cells like corona.
Featuring the classic Wait from my window, don't come inside, wait there, I'll talk to you from real. And the classic
I like seeing people wearing masks.
Wearing masks.
I like seeing people wearing masks.
Where are those masks?
You don't have to be a dipshit. Oh,
Please don't be a dipshit.
You're not a dipshit if you wear a mask.
Everybody's favorite
Hydroxychloroquine, best cure there's ever been. Sliding down your intestines, guaranteed to ease your mind.
Remember this one?
Alright, but it's okay. I'm going outside anyway. Pack your mask, gloves on these. Don't come into my house if you please.
And that one you love.
Get out, leave right now.
Go.
6 feet between you and me. It's too late.
Ew.
My face infected my body.
For just 4 easy payments of $10.99, you can have the COVID Sisters infect you with music. Buy your CD set today. Call the toll-free number or send your money to the P.O. box listed. We accept cash, check, or MasterCard. No purchase necessary. Having the card CD does not guarantee you will get it. No COVID-19. It's just music, so you're good.
All gets into its Delia Payne back on top, bitches. Ah, tastes good. I knew it wasn't long before I'd be back on top. Much love to Cold Hard Cashin for helping me put that little shit baby to sleep, along with her little git friend, Rainbow Brittles. You know, I actually thought it was real nice, you two getting together. You have a lot in common. You're already both dead from the neck up. But thanks to CHC and myself, now you're both dead from the neck down as well. Oh, boo-hoo baby. Did you wet your little dieties? So sad. So, who's next? Who's next? The Slamazon. Why? I thought she had beef with that git, Rainbow Gittles. But she can come at me if she wants. Be nice to actually fight a big girl in the ring. She's not like a real big girl. Not scared. Let me tell you, I am not scared. Delia fucking Payne is not scared. You wanna know how I feel? Slamazon, come at me. This is what I'm gonna do to you. Don't bloody care.
Hola amigos de Quarantine Action Wrestling. I have been enjoying my time with you so far. Winning is fun. Watching my enemies lose is fun. It is all fun and games. For now. Tonight I begin a very long winning streak. Primero, I will take on Delia Payne. Y entonces, every single woman of Quarantine Action Wrestling until I am the champion. Deborah Payne, te venceré. Baby Powers, te venceré. Te venceré. Lilac Dreams, te venceré. Ashley Volts, te venceré. Y finalmente, los hombres de Quarantine Action Wrestling. Hablo de ti, Wellington Arms. Aquí en mi país, we believe in justice. And tonight, Deborah Payne, you will be on just ice. Adios, amigos. And I hope you like juice. Jungle juice.
And now in our women's division, we have the Slamazon looking to acquit herself well against one half of Bitches Brew, Delia Payne.
Bitches Brew having an amazing tag match last week, putting down Baby Powers and Rainbow Brittles, perhaps one of the a match of the year contender here in QAW, but we do know Slamazon has been itching to get back into the ring, having some issues with Rainbow Brittles over the past month or so since her debut, but she's looking to put down the British badass Delia Payne.
The British badass showing her a wide array of athletic feats last week. She's going to need a ton of agility and creativity to overcome the raw power of the Slamazon.
Yep, the Bolivian Amazon herself, the absolute, with the departure of Zesty Esty, just the new, as some might call it, the new monster of the women's division. Just her size and her power cannot be challenged at this point. And you have to imagine it'll be a tough matchup for Delia, one of our smaller competitors, but very, very strong for her size. You can't really predict what's going to happen.
Wearing the arranged feathers and a boa there of the national bird of Bolivia, the ostrich.
Absolutely.
That siren scream only means one thing. Someone's going to be Delia some pain.
With this influx of British talent in the QAW, you have to wonder, well, at least I wonder, Nordique, if you have a bit of an opinion on the Brits.
Well, the Brits, the Queen is on her money, so I like to see the Queen's face in large stacks, put in envelopes, and given to me. So that's really all I care about the Queen. England, English. I prefer to speak French, but it is fine. It is okay.
You heard it here, folks. That is what a trip to the bank is like for Le Magnifique Nordique.
Stacks of cash, and you have to imagine the winner's purse for the Intergalactic belt it's no small change, I imagine.
No, it is no small purse. It is more of a backpack, such as the one that was worn in the last match.
Absolutely.
By the Predicament, Ethan kicks us off as Delia, brings the Slamazon using her own weight against her, immediately down on her face.
Well, that's what you gotta do against a bigger opponent. Your whole body becomes a weapon.
Slamazon instantly puts her down, though, with a shoulder check. She's going to have to use that size advantage this entire match, and I dare say if she does, this will be a quick one for the Slamazon. Out goes Delia, just getting dumped like garbage over the top rope.
Right at the feet of Cold Hard Cashin, out here to support her new tag member, tag team friend, but we do know if she gets involved directly, that will lead to a disqualification, so all she can do is watch and cheer.
Watch, cheer, and support, and that's very bold, very brave of the Slamazon to throw Delia. She could have thrown her in any four sides of the ring. She chose to deposit her in front of her partner. That is a sign of dominance.
A sign of dominance and a sign of confidence. Slamazon not lacking for confidence at all, going right after Rainbow Brittles, after Rainbow Brittles scoring that upset win in the Slamazon's debut, and we know the Slamazon has not been mute on that regard.
Not at all. Gets planted with a DDT there, though, by Delia. Smart move. Bring the Giantess down low, and then, let Gravity do the work, as Gravity... Iron Claw there to Delia Payne by the Slamazon.
Gravity. Who needs it?
Nordique no longer bound by the physical laws of man, as it would seem, but it seems. Oh, but Cold Hard Cashin trying to get in the face of Slamazon.
She wants the tag? What?
Surprising strength from Delia, able to just throw the Slamazon from a back suplex position. Now looking maybe for an overhead belly-to-belly, but Slamazon picks her up. Delia escapes from a front slam there. Saito suplex, driving the Slamazon down. Delia with amazing core strength up against a much larger opponent.
You can't, cover.
And just a 1, as is tradition in QAW.
You cannot discount Delia Payne, again, one of our smaller competitors, but absolutely just that strength, managing to lift up the Slamazon. Just pound for pound, perhaps one of the strongest competitors here in QAW.
Easily as... Oh! Delia nails a key crusher as the spirit energy of the Slamazon gets depleted a little bit on that slam.
She's that Bolivian soul inside of her, that Bolivian warrior spirit. You know that she is not taking Delia lightly.
Not at all, and maybe that's a little bit of the fuel that makes the Slamazon so successful here in QAW. She's not just fighting for herself, she's fighting for the pride of a nation.
We will finally see the greatest nation of all, Bolivia or England.
Finally, that'll be determined.
I'm actually surprised to hear you say those two countries rather than Quebec as a province or Canada as a country.
Well, Quebec should be a country. We tried many times. It didn't work out. Canada, it is okay, but now that I've seen the whole galaxy, I prefer that. But, you know, I'm just speaking as women. The all-women nation of England and the all-women nation of Bolivia together. A classic rivalry.
Surprising social circumstances coming out of the quarantine. We do remind our viewers that they have become almost as if Wonder Woman's native lands, England and Bolivia, now completely populated by women.
Yes, exactly.
Interesting circumstances here.
It does explain the appearance of Ryan the Lion James, who asks, "Where's your medals?" Not only to test the mettle of his competitors, but also to make sure that they're friendly and aren't going to evict him from the country.
Yes, do not meddle in his affairs.
Absolutely.
Poison Rana from Delia Payne.
Great pun there from Nordique. Perhaps you're hanging out with Rainbow Brittles as well.
Perhaps.
Oh, but now Slamazon locking Delia Payne in that famous lock of hers.
A cross-faced chicken wing, the Bolivian hot wing. Oh! But escaping out and a big back elbow there. Cold Hard Cashin now getting on the rope. If she had gotten there a little bit sooner, Ethan would have been distracted, but no!
Actually, Ethan managing to go pretty far in this match in tonight's show without taking a blow to the head. So he's trying to keep that going.
I'd like to remind our viewers that CTE is serious. Head health is very important. If you are watching QAW, we do encourage you to wear a helmet. Dropkick there from Delia. And another one. Ducks under that clothesline. Spinning neckbreaker as the Brit is building up momentum.
So Delia's trying to... Oh, but no, Slamazon not letting her keep that train going. But now she's just beckoning Delia up to her feet. And for that modified, massive power slam, she calls after herself the Slamazon.
Pump handle Slamazon, is this enough? 2! No, Delia out at 2. Slamazon in disbelief.
Jeez, the heart of Delia to be able to kick out of that. We've seen that Slamazon power slam put down people before. Absolutely impressive.
Clothesline there from the Slamazon. Back body drop. Delia's in trouble. She's reeling. And a spine buster puts her right down on the Q in QAW.
We've really seen that power of the Slamazon come out now, but Delia, again, neither of these women can just keep a solid string going.
Magnifique, when you give someone your best shot and they just keep coming forward, what kind of thoughts, what kind of strategies go through your head?
It is very frustrating. I cannot fathom for something like that to happen. It is in disbelief, but you must stay focused. You must rely on the tang coursing through your veins and to do your best to take your opponent out and crush them.
Well, it looks like Slamazon's taking that advice to heart as she's looking to put another slam. Oh, no.
No, she's just moving her to another power slam. Slamazon.
Right in front of Cold Hard Cash, and she wanted to make sure Delia's partner could see.
Into the ropes.
1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Yes, into the ropes, more painful. Those metal cables biting into the flesh as you make your way to the canvas.
Now we're seeing Slamazon go up to the top
And
rope.
the split ends in her face for the pin.
Oh no!
Diving King Kong knee drop there. Is this enough? 1, 2, no! Delia, tougher than a $2 steak, out again.
Jeez, Delia,
Sacre bleu.
again, just the level of heart and Delia Payne refusing to take a loss here and wanting to keep up that momentum from last week's win.
Northern Light suplex there from the Brit. Ethan taking his time.
Ethan.
1, 2. Kick out from the Slamazon. Now Delia looking to capitalize on this predicament.
I'm pushing Ethan out of the way.
As she should. Oh!
Ethan taking. Oof.
Fuck you, elbow drop. Cover. 1, 2. Oh, and we cannot emphasize how much skill it takes to both flip off the audience and land an elbow.
She calls that the drop cord. She was looking to drop Slamazon there, but no, Slamazon's still in this.
And now a seated abdominal stretch, the Magnifique. That's reminiscent of your move.
Yes, it's a lazier version of a traditional abdominal stretch, so she can gather her strength back and not use her hips so much. The British, they're lazier than Canadians in Quebecois.
That's what I learned in school.
She's
Now
taking
a
her
head scissor-
time.
Oh!
She's taking her Greenwich Means time.
Mean times indeed, as she slapped on a head scissors, dropped an elbow, and now tweaking the neck of the Slamazon. Delia now getting more vindictive as this match carries on.
Doing a roar to the heavens.
Kicked off by the Slamazon. Cold Hard Cash-In folds her arms, not impressed. Kick off there from Delia. Kick off from the Slamazon. These two women's looking to prove they have stronger calves.
You can't go after the calves this far into a match. They're just flaring with energy.
And now Delia grabbing the Slamazon by the back of the hair.
She says no.
Oh.
She refuses to be escorted around the ring.
Back elbows from the Giantess. Oh, Delia ricocheting off the corner. And a... Oh, backbreaker to follow up. Delia's legs akimbo in the ropes.
She's just out.
Maybe momentarily as the Slamazon looks to... No! Was looking for an overhead belly-to-belly, but an Asotogari there from Delia Payne.
Oh, it looks like Delia's trying to finally take out those calves with the clamp down. She's got her locked into clamp down.
Nothing more painful than, a clamp down when your calves are filled with lactic acid, but no, the Slamazon just punching out of it.
That's how you get out of a move. Just brute strength.
Now hurling Delia. Slamazon is not playing nice anymore.
I think she's remembering who the bigger competitor is.
Looking to squeeze the life out of Delia, one clavicle at a time. Ethan doing shadow puppets in the background, very nice.
Rock, paper, scissors? Ethan, what are you doing?
Slamazon escapes from that. Oh, but gets her throat caught up across the top rope by Delia, who's setting her up to something else.
She might be trying to take her to the last stop on the Train of Pain.
Train of Pain.
Yeah, in England, it's called the Tube of Pain, but it does not have the same ring.
2. No! The Tube of Pain, not enough to keep the Slamazon down.
He's just kicking out of finishers left and right. Both these women have something to prove, and now, what is this?
Double foot stomp. Crushing the abdomen of the Slamazon, who is unfazed.
Seems like every time one of these women suffers a big move, but no, now she's putting Delia. You know what time it is? It's Vine time.
Fine time indeed. These two women looking once and for all to prove I have the stronger calves.
It's leg day for both these women.
It is an amazing duel between two competitors in our women's division here. Slamazon has to relinquish the hold.
After Delia turns her over.
Delia reverses the
Lasted
pressure.
all 6 seconds.
Oh.
All 6 seconds of
One.
vine time. Oof.
2.
Oof.
6 seconds of vine time is like an eternity for anyone who's ever been in that move. Now, Slamazon bearing a boot in the face of Delia, who sends her into the rope. Enziguri!
Right, any of these moves can just be a knockout at this point.
How are they standing? This is insanity.
It is.
Like two heavyweight boxers, they're just fighting on instinct.
Oh, but now she's putting down Delia with the Mansoon.
Mansoon! 1, 2, no! A Mansoon, not enough to keep Delia down. This punk rock girl is not going to be outdone with anything but man in the name, with anything that has man in the name.
A month of rain ain't enough to keep down the crops of Delia. That's a friggin' metaphor, folks.
I'd like to thank the farm boy for that metaphor.
Thank you, farm boy.
There has been a drought of metaphors before this, so this is good.
Absolutely, but now a Spanish bomb on Slamazon.
Spanish bomb! 1, 2, no! The woman from England using a Spanish bomb on the Bolivian, and we are not done yet.
This is a cartography nightmare, folks.
Oh, jawbreaker to Delia.
Oh, she's lost in the supermarkets now.
Gorilla press slam. The Slamazon might be closing in on a victory here.
I think so, yep. She wants to put an end to it now. She's locking Delia, Payne, and the boa constrictor. The boa constrictor.
Boa constrictor, is she thick enough to squeeze the life out of Delia? That is enough. The Slamazon able to submit Delia Payne.
What a hellacious contest between these two women in a leg strength duel. And finally, Slamazon managing, like you said, Mike, choking the life out of Delia with that boa constrictor, and Delia had to submit.
These two women threw bombs at each other all through this matchup and eventually became a duel of two wills, and the Slamazon's just stronger tonight. It'll definitely hold up in court.
You can't give enough praise to Delia taking on that much larger opponent and very nearly picking up the win, but Slamazon came in here with a goal and she accomplished it.
Wilford apparently would like to congratulate her himself. Maybe he has a crush.
Wilford taking over for Ethan, but now a little bit of a show of good faith from Delia.
Not at all! Delia was just lulling the Slamazon into a false sense of security, a sneak attack.
What a snake she is.
How devious indeed. It just goes to show you can't trust the British. And now Wilford not inserting himself at all. Oh, running for high ground. Wait, Rainbow Brittle's coming to the aid of the Slamazon.
What is this?
If she sees a chair in danger, her maternal instinct kicks in.
Nordique, what do you make of this?
This is crazy. She was finished with the snake-like move and then behaved like a snake. Chaos.
Shit.
Hey, Perjury Pilapil here. How have I been doing ever since losing the QAW title? I have to admit, it's been pretty hard. I had a really tough time there, and I took a loss the following show, tapping out to a sharpshooter. Had to take some time to myself. Had to find myself. I went out, tried to find something else to occupy my mind. I got into video games for a while. That was pretty fun. For a little bit. I got into documentaries. That was very fun. And informative. And then I got into radioactive bird feathers. and they really helped. I think I'm ready to come back to the ring. I found myself a little bit. I found my true self. I found my true self. I found my true self.
Hello! My name is Penguin. I have the proportional strength of a penguin compared to a man.
I found my true self.
Well, Brett apparently asleep at the wheel. We don't have the graphics up, but our run sheet does say Perjury Pilapil's facing Bill Sherrin next, the Buffalo Tornado.
Excited to see our first ever QAW Men's Champion return to in-ring action, being out for the past month or so. A little bit of perhaps a bit of a mental toll taken on him from losing that belt, but he's back here and he's going up against old reliable Buffalo Tornado, Bill Sherrin, looking to pick up his first win here in QAW.
Perjury Pilapil has not looked the same since he tagged with me.
Yeah, you two did team. Did you perhaps notice any some odd behavior from him since then specifically?
Yeah, maybe he relied on me too much in that match. We are undefeated as a team. His next match, he loses the belts. You do the match.
Oh, that adds up to some hard times for Perjury Pilapil, who, from what I understand, has been trying to find himself.
Well, who wouldn't be trying to find himself in this world? All we have is our identity, folks. I wonder about it as I lay in bed.
Oh, it's so dark. What is wrong with the lights? David. Oh, it's the entrance.
Well, we see the silhouette of Perjury Pilapil. Wait, Brett, you spelled perjury wrong.
Brett's really...
This is a typo.
He's really losing his job after this, I think.
Wait a second. Is that Perjury Pilapil?
Perjury taking on we've never seen him like this. I guess that's not a typo. Penguin. Penguin is here in Chicago.
Oh. This is
My
very
God.
strange.
Huh.
When video games can't fill the void, when documentaries are informative but not enough, I guess you have to reinvent yourself.
I mean, we saw from Penguin before. I guess he's become his true self, and it's looking like this is the Perjury Pilapil we'll now know.
Perjury Pilapil be damned, Penguin is in the pandemic zone.
With the strength of just so many penguins, I think that the Buffalo Tornado this is certainly not what he was expecting, having to deal with a number of twists and turns in his career.
It's not anything that any of us were expecting, but certainly a man named after a tornado has to deal with many unexpected things as, well, Ethan nonplussed. Here we go. The Tornado not afraid of this transformed Perjury Pilapil, who puts him down with a reverse DDT.
Immediately coming in, looking to make a stand. Penguin is here, folks.
Snapmare to the Tornado. Oh, and a Michinoku driver early. This could be it. One. Nope, out at one.
But already getting a one count after only two moves. And no, Bill with a kick to the head.
It's part of what makes him a former champion, a former world champion, the former face of QAW. Now that former face is a feathered face as Bill Sherrin misses on a kick. Perjury powers him into the corner. Scoops him up. Oh, release powerbomb. Down goes the Tornado.
Huge power bomb. And again, as I love pointing out before, just Penguin with a massive library of moves in his head, and much like Delia, a smaller competitor, but absolutely pound for pound, just very, very strong.
Snapmare's down the Tornado, who's able to fight it out with a back elbow. Oh, and a running sledge. Down goes the Penguin.
I mean, Nordique, have you ever seen something like Penguin, perhaps, in your travels?
Oh, taking a bow.
He is.
Cover. Not even a one.
Maybe I cut out there, but Nordique, have you ever seen something like Penguin in your intergalactic travels?
Yeah, no, nothing so strange as a man with a mask with no string. This is something very bizarre.
How is that mask staying on its face?
That's an excellent point. Northern Light suplex. Perhaps messing with all those radioactive feathers is now making the skin of the former Perjury Pilapil secrete something that makes the mask adhere. Maybe it's a part of him now.
It could be.
Bow and
He's
arrow
attacking
lock.
the tornado viciously. Oof.
As anyone who's ever watched Twister knows, that's the best way to fight off the weather.
As anyone who's ever seen a secretion, you'll know it helps you win.
Buckley, we get it. You had sex.
Yes, I'm no longer a virgin. I just want everyone to know that.
Whoa.
Back elbow from the tornado.
What was it like?
Well, sex, it was confusing, and then confidence, and with a Falcon Arrow there, greatest wrestler must be proud, but it was confusing, it felt good, and then I was confused and sad. I think that's how it's supposed to work.
I look forward to seeing you have sex one day.
I'll call you.
As these two make a social engagement. Oh!
Ooh, he ranked him in the glasses.
You always hit a man with glasses in Penguin's book. Wow! Diving spear to the outside. Penguin is not playing around.
Holy shit, this crowd chanting, this is awesome. Folks, Penguin is awesome.
Penguin resplendent in what looks to be designer fashion, not anything you'd find at Men's Warehouse. Another Michinoku driver, this time on the outside. Penguin, a house of fire.
Bill Sherrin just out. Those Men's Warehouse men standing in awe.
And now sitting in awe.
Sitting in awe as Bill Sherrin bounces off their work desk.
And now standing again. Michinoku driver again. Bill Sherrin has no answer for the unorthodox offense of this bird.
I don't think he has an answer for anything at this point. He's out on his feet.
Oof.
It's hard to
Avoid
have
the
an
double
intelligent...
Countouts. Almost.
Very much so. I hate countouts.
You certainly do, Mike. 10 is your least favorite number.
When it results in the end of a match, when you don't give the fans what they want, and Penguin giving the fans what they want in the form of punishing the Buffalo Tornado.
Oh, he's looking to end this.
Oh. He is angry, like he couldn't find Mr. Popper's Penguin at the Best Buy that the Tornado works at.
It looks that way.
The retail fury being taken out on Bill Sherrin. Misses that running sledge this time. Penguin we've seen as Perjury Pilapil, adapts to his opponents in real time. 1, 2, 3, and that's it! A powerbomb seals the deal. Penguin victorious in his debut, I suppose.
Doesn't even have to hook the khakis.
He doesn't. Just very dominant performance there over Bill Sherrin. Again, winless in QAW, but I guess if Penguin is going to keep the ranking system of Perjury Pilapil, he's back, baby.
Back and arguably, better than ever as he was able to launch himself like a missile and just blowing up the chances of Bill Sherrin tonight.
Well, folks, don't go anywhere. Coming up right after this, we're going to hear from the mouth of the traitor himself, Tom Brady, as he is looking to perhaps explain his actions and why he would viciously attack Boston's biggest bad boy inside with Mike Diesel the way he did.
This is awesome, person with that fan, and you are my hero, at least tonight, Penguin. Successful tonight, stick around for more Tom Brady.
For more of them.
Well, good evening, fans and athletes of QAW. It's your favorite doctor, providing a quick update on Boston's biggest bad boy, James Maloney. After several weeks of grueling rehab in our state-of-the-art QAW Medical Center, James Maloney is back in action. Now, he is taking significant risk, but he's got a few scores to settle. And on a personal note, I've got to say that I've spent quite a bit of time working with James, and just the heart that that guy has is well, it's amazing. And you know, everything that those guys did to him, Tom Brady and Mike Diesel, Cindy, hold on my calls. I'm going to the lab.
Tom Brady, Mike Diesel, you best be watching your back, 'cause I spent some extra time in the lab. And let's just say Boston's biggest bad boy is, well, a little bit badder now. And he's pissed, and so am I. And if you don't like it, well, you gotta know that the doctor's seeing patients in the ring.
And now we're expecting to hear a few words from the traitorous mouth of Tom Brady, TB12 at 2.
Well, remember, just for those who need a recap, just about a month ago, James Maloney, Boston's biggest bad boy, was challenging Mike Diesel for the New England States Heritage Championship, a belt that you yourself had previously challenged for there, Nordique. When halfway through, Tom Brady ran in, attacking Maloney halfway through the match, and then both of them attacking him with chairs, knocking him off the stretcher. Let's see what Brady has to say.
Let us see.
Seeing a blinking red light on the bottom of that mic. Does he know it's off?
I think that mic might not have batteries in it, but luckily, I guess Brett trying to read his lips here.
I am no stranger to subtitles, so this is fine by me.
That works. I get getting a timing bonus.
What a heinous indirect burn on the country. Tom Brady not thinking that people deserve to hear his voice, so they're just demanding that people read it instead.
He almost, judging from the words there, Tom Brady almost seems to insinuate that James Maloney ruined perhaps his debut. I think he's got his story backwards, but he got a combo bonus.
Tom Brady needs to understand how wrestling works. You can't just debut in the middle of a match.
Combos are a delicious snack, though, so to have two is amazing.
This is true. It's almost like he knows that James Maloney is retired. He's just gloating about what he did to him, it seems.
Kicking a man while he's down, this is truly more of a villainous side of the former role model for Patriots fans.
Wait, that's James Maloney's music. Could it be?
Boston's biggest bad boy is here!
He's returned! Folks, he's made a recovery! He's back!
Oh, sacre bleu!
Oh my God!
And a freshly pressed suit. Looks like James Maloney grabbing a working mic.
Perhaps he's here to set the record straight.
Not at all!
No! Letting his arms do the talking. Folks, James Maloney is back!
And Tom Brady is out!
That microphone
Back to Tampa.
worked as a decoy.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Has this ever happened to you? You're trying to wash your hands, you test the water temperature, it's fine. So you suds up and go about your business. But you got an old faucet and you didn't leave the handle in the perfectly right position, so it's slowly growing scaldingly hot. Now you're scrubbed up and ready to rinse, but that's not gonna work, idiot. What are you gonna do? Try and adjust the faucet with your slippery, soapy hands? What is your other option? Leave? No. You call me. I'll come help adjust your faucet. Seriously. You call, I pick up, I'm in my car, on the way. I'm already there, I'm at your door. Hey, it's me. You called me to adjust your faucet. The door is locked. You gotta open the door. I'm here to adjust your faucet. Okay. Now just come on. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. You just gotta come over here and unlock this door. Unlock the chain. Come on. Come on. I'm here to adjust your faucet. Come on. Just let me in now. Come on, buddy. You gotta let me in. You gotta let me in. You gotta let me in this door. You gotta let me in this. Let me in this door, please. Call me.
I was out to make my mark on this world, one step at a time. I had a really bad pituitary problem, a rare skin disorder, and cabbage for hair. But to the people, I've stood for something, man. Man, the money just started rolling in. It was great. I had all these little people on my payroll working for me. The ladies, they couldn't get enough of my great big tender sweet peas. I was doing 2-3 bushel baskets of coke a day. I became a sex addict. He was out of control, man. I couldn't do anything. I tried to stop him, but I'm just a little sprout. I wasn't jolly. I was pretty damn miserable.
Hi, I'm Bert Smalley, professional house haunter. Do you have a great mansion you wish to pass on to ungrateful relatives, but you want it to be haunted to punish them? Great, I'm your guy. As a professional haunter, I'm not a ghost. I'm a man. But your relatives don't know that. I live in your house and pop up spooky places. Give them a scare. What are my credentials, you ask? I am very professional. Look at that! No trick editing. My fee is a simple $18.99 a week, and of course, room and board is on you. Thanks. Just give me a call, and I'll get haunting your home today.
Now back to the QAW Women's Division. We have the up-and-coming Lilac Dream taking on D-Money, who we haven't seen in some time in QAW.
We haven't seen her around, but we saw Lilac last week accepting that open non-title challenge against AC Bolts and unfortunately getting put down. So let's see if maybe her and Keaton have gone back to the drawing board and have worked out a new strategy. She's taking on the not so lightly taken D-Money.
Now, do you think that AC Bolts took offense to her because she thought her name was Lil AC?
You know what? She may have.
Never a more serious offense than intellectual property or copyright infringement. We take that very seriously in QAW.
As I assume Nordique does as well, Nordique, you threatening legal action against the generation at one point.
I wore my business suit. I was very upset about the actions of this referee and the accounts and we settled out of court. I am very happy. I have many stacks of queens as a result of the lawsuit.
Very good, very good.
And one woman who would love to stack some queens, if you will, it's D-Money.
She coming back with her signature D-Money shuffle. We haven't seen her in a couple weeks, but it's good to have D-Money back as she's looking to come back with a vengeance, as they might say.
They may say that indeed as she shuffles her way to the ring, looking to knock off any ring rust and put down the Lilac Dream tonight. To your point...
Go ahead.
Yeah, to your point earlier, you wonder if the Lilac Dream and Keaton the Kitten Man were able to put together a winning strategy tonight. We're about to find out.
Let's hope so.
As we know, either way, Keaton always gets his food as we sink our teeth into this hot action.
Would you say you have a stack of queens on a winner here, Nordique?
Yes, the money, the D money, I assume D stands for dollars. It's a little different than loonies and Canadian dollars, but we also use latinum in credits in space, so it's very, I'm very confused.
Okay.
That could be at least explaining a little bit of the latent rage of D Money. If your parents named you Dollar Money, I would imagine you'd be upset as well.
I know I would. I mean, my name's fucking Buckley Swantoon. I've dealt with my fair share of harassment.
Well, if her name is D Money, she could always change her name. Get it? Change quarters, dimes, nickels.
Them some good words.
Scoop slam there by D Money showing some amateur background there, going for a double leg takedown into a takeover. And a Saito suplex grounds the Dream.
D Money known for that ruthless aggression. When she gets started, it's hard to stop as she's looking to cash the check that Lilac's ass will not cash. Yeah.
One.
Well said, well said.
Thank you.
Not even a one. We'd like to thank again Andrew Mayer for that metaphor. Animal Farm just supplying a lot of metaphors tonight.
Certainly.
Implant DDT puts D Money down and a kick to follow up.
Now, I've talked a lot before with Penguin and Delia Payne as being strong for their size. Lilac, perhaps the most agile and impressive high flyer we have here in the roster with that gymnastics background, but she's a wrestler now and she's looking to make it known.
Getting draped across the top rope and eating the knees of D Money now.
Vicious stuff.
Do you think she's a wrestler now because Carrie struggled with her gymnastics career?
Nordique, you are a wordsmith.
Oh, thank you. Merci.
Do those jokes play well in space?
In space, no one can hear you make puns.
Reverse DDT, down goes the Lilac Dream.
You have to hope that Lilac makes it back up to her feet. We don't want to see that dreaded count out there, Mike. Nope, she's back in. Oh.
Lilac in at 5. Now the Dream staggers D Money against the ropes. Wow!
I've never seen a count out in a women's match, but do they get till 10 or just till 7?
I think they count till 10 there, Nordique.
Okay. So it's different than payment. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
And now D Money being made to pay with that bow and arrow, but rolled over into a cover. Lilac kicks out, knee misses. Poison Rana!
And again, we have to bring attention to that impressive move that Lilac bust out earlier, that handstand into a head scissors, that gymnastics background coming into play.
Very much so. It wasn't a regular handstand, folks. She full-on dove headfirst at the mat, caught herself, and then landed a head scissors. Drop down.
One of the most exciting performers in QAW to watch.
Like a Super Bowl with ambitions for championship gold.
Absolutely, but now D Money hitting her with the spare change.
Oh! Looking to spare change the fortunes of Lilac Dream. Sends her into the ropes. Oh, and just shoots her right up in the air and comes crashing down. And again! D Money asserting her will. Could this be 3? It is! Oh!
She's doing the triangle. She might be trying to... Oh, no, I thought she might try and hit every corner, but instead transitioning into an armbar, mixing it up.
A wise move, wearing out the lungs of Lilac Dream, and now looking to finish her off with a submission. Lilac able to... Oh! Position herself to be able to punch her way out of danger.
You see Keaton on the outside, perhaps shouting some coaching advice.
Wow, flying inverted head scissors there from the Dream, and a straight kick from D Money. It's not complex, but it's effective.
Absolutely.
D Money definitely the more grounded of the two, has rarely left her feet, and it served her well. But she might be... Oh, code purple! 1! And a kick out at 1.
The traditional kick out. Oh, but Lilac up to the top. She might be trying to bust out that. Yes, there it is. A 630 senton.
630. 1, 2. No, D-Money out.
Flying through the sky like one of those meteors Nordique saw in that shower.
Oh, I've seen so many. No, don't get me started on the meteor bath.
Ooh.
Sounds painful. Oh, the Dream charging D-Money in the corner. Building up a ton of momentum, and a giant back elbow finds its mark.
No, D-Money shuts her down.
Declined.
Declined indeed. Just like that credit card transaction I tried to do. Oh, but now dumping her at the feet of Keaton, but Keaton helping her up to the feet.
She just flipped off a cat. What the hell is that?
That is aggressive.
Keaton's feelings are hurt. Well, folks, I know we're still supposed to stay impartial, but I'm firmly on the side of Lilac Dream now.
That's fair. I've said plenty of mean things to cats, but I've never flipped one off.
Nor should you ever, as Lilac now.
Ooh.
Whoa! Drives D-Money's face right into the mat. Follows it up with a dropping knee. That might have been the fire that stokes the burning wind of the Dream here.
That's some Olympic terminology. Oh, with an impressive bridge.
1, 2, no!
Lilac back up to the top. She wants to put an end to this with another 630 senton, 1260.
1260. 1, 2, 3, and that adds up to a big win for the Lilac Dream.
She must have seen that disrespect that D-Money showed to Keaton, and that just lit, as you were saying, lit that Olympic fire back within her, and just finishing off D-Money with assertion. Well done to Lilac Dream.
Don't be a dick to cats.
Don't be a dick to cats, indeed. Well, that's Lilac Dream picking up a win after suffering that heartbreaking loss to AC Volts last week. You have to imagine AC Volts still does not have a champion, a contender for her belt at the next pay-per-view. We might have to hear from the Generation next week, and let's hope that Lilac Dream is in contention for that.
Well, there's no shortage of talented women here in QAW. A veritable pick of the litter, if you will, for AC Volts. Will she choose someone to unseat her as champion?
Stick around for the main event.
Elimination Chamber. Ryan the Lion James in a chamber, in a cage. You see what happens when you put a lion in a cage? It eliminates the competition. So watch out, everyone. I'm coming for that #1 contendership, the Intergalactic belt. Let's see some lions in space. And guess what? I got my medals. Where's your medals?
I am cold like December snow. I have carved out this.
Greatest guy at wrestling in the history of our great sport here. Still under the weather. Still only cleared to wrestle Deadly Fred. But there's an intergalactic championship out there to be won. And I'm gonna be the wrestler to win it. I know what I have to do. I need to see a specialist before Thursday. I don't have time to go through my primary care provider. No, I'm not an employee. I am an independent contractor. Yes, I can hold. It's greatest wrestler. Read that back to me? No, G-R-E-A. What, am I a cheese? I just need you to put me in touch with somebody that can clear me to have a wrestling match. No, nothing's wrong. Yes, I can hold. What's even the point of a premium plan if you're not going to find me a doctor that can fake a note? You know what? Health insurance is a racket anyway. Bye. Senor Costumes, I'd like to place an order. Hey, my insurance is being a real dick about this. But I don't need you to put me in another match with Deadly Fred. I just wanted to let you know that I've got somebody for my spot in the match and you're gonna love him.
Our main event tonight to determine a number one contender for the Intergalactic Championship. Ryan the Lion James, Lloyd Legacy Sharp, Gentleman Doug, El Mejor Luchador, Mr. Spock, and Conspiracy Carl.
I have to say the presence of and also I have to address them making us change venues for this match. We all had to go to Las Vegas for this match. Just pretty bold stuff. But anyways.
Well, it makes sense. This is Sin City, and it would be a sin for anyone who thinks they can take their title from me. So there you have it.
Well, Nordique, thank you so much for shuttling all of us and the crowd in your spaceship to get here so quickly.
There, that's what I'm here for.
Absolutely, but just veritable pick and litter as far as possible contenders. Whoever wins this Elimination Chamber match will challenge the Le Magnifique Nordique for his Intergalactic belt at the pay-per-view on June 14th.
I mean, the desperation on the upper part of Conspiracy Carl's face to get the kind of paycheck to buy a better van. I understand why he wants my belt, but it's not going to happen.
Really, I'm impressed. Mr. Spock himself making the journey here back to Earth to potentially go up against you there, Nordique. Have you encountered Spock in your travels?
Of course. He has been around the business for a long time. He's always saying it is logical that he would be the next number one contender. I say no. Listen, there's no logic, no emotions. You win the match, you come fight me with your Vulcan nerve pinch. I will not stand for it. Get in your space pod and then bring it.
Strong words.
These space pod-like structures will contain each competitor in an Elimination Chamber match. All 6 will eventually do battle, but the first 4 competitors will be locked inside those bulletproof glass-clad chambers, as Gentleman Doug is the second of the 6 competitors in this match.
Gentleman Doug, after we saw it, he might have a little bit of an aversion to being locked inside a chamber or a cage right now, as the Reverend threw Gentleman Doug through the cage wall last week, and we haven't heard from the Reverend or Fear itself since, but you have to imagine that those two still have a score to settle, and Gentleman Doug now with something to prove.
Shit. He has to prove that he needs 3 lenses when I have a regular working set of eyes. Look at that. Monocle and goggles? Come on, Gentleman Doug.
Certainly help him plan for whatever nefarious schemes he has in mind, perhaps.
Yes. Maybe he should buy some focals.
Oh, Nordique, you and Mike really should get together and talk words.
Yes, maybe. Maybe if he comes aboard my ship.
I would be happy to take another ride if it does mean that we get safely from point A to point B, and now point C in this matchup is our 3rd competitor.
Oh, you think my ship can't get you from point A to point B? What, you think it's the Challenger? Okay, sorry.
Whoa.
Listen, I haven't said a crossword about Quebec yet tonight. I would expect you to keep yourself impartial as well, sir.
Okay. I'm letting my hair down a little bit. Look at this, the British flag pants. Those are the colors of Quebec. What is he doing? Come on.
Well, Ryan the Lion James, a new arrival here in QAW, but he won that triple threat last week against the Gerbler and Don't Touch Our Nuts, earning a spot here in the chamber as far as Diamond David is concerned. Well, if he were to go up against you, Nordique, perhaps bringing the Intergalactic belt to the UK.
No, don't even say that possibility. It's a disgrace. Like I said, the only UK people I want to see are on money or waving from a tower, the Queen. Not this guy with his half a haircut. What's this?
It's possible he had a full head of hair and was forced to change it before being evicted from England, as we noted earlier, is now completely populated by women.
It is a female nation now, yes. Good point.
The hell? Conspiracy Carl just disappeared from that pod.
Johnson confusing us with his camera angles there.
Well, one man who's not gonna pull any tricks tonight is Lloyd Legacy Sharp.
The Legacy himself, he's been on an upward trend lately. We've seen him pick up victories over the past couple of weeks against Machitero, against Bill Sherrin. Lloyd Legacy now also earning a spot in this chamber match. If you were to go up against the Legacy in Nordique, what would your thoughts be on that?
Well, I have competed against him in tag action with the artist now known as Penguin, and he was on the losing side of it, along with the son of David. But yes, he has moved up a lot. I follow Lloyd Legacy on his social media. Hashtag respect the citizens of England. Hashtag respect the citizens of Bolivia. All about respecting the ladies. But we'll see. I welcome him. He is probably the most fitting contender since he is from outer space.
Absolutely.
Now taking the place of the greatest wrestler, it's El Mejor Luchador.
Yep, definitely a different person from the greatest wrestler, if you ask me. El Mejor Luchador, well, pretty much an unknown here in QAW, but I texted Greatest Wrestler asking for some background, and he said that he's real good in Mexico. So let's see if he can translate that success here in the chamber.
Wow, I don't know if I trust a guy whose first name rhymes with his second name and has a foreign two-letter saying in the beginning. El Mejor Luchador, come on. He is no match for Le Magnifique Nordique.
Well
said. They're very different.
The lower part of North America for a reason. Okay, just saying. In the rankings.
That's right, in the country rankings, which you can find on our website, QAW.com, we have ranked all of the countries in the world from greatest to least great.
We absolutely have. Thank you, Brett, for putting that together. Now here he comes, the Vulcan phenom himself, Mr. Spock.
The superstar.
Looking to make first contact in a QAW ring, it's Mr. Spock.
You know, you cannot pronounce his first name, and you cannot make sense of his facial expressions. So, we'll see, Mr. Spock. What a debut, right? Huh? Come on.
Yeah, he's not looking great, I gotta say. There's something off about his face. I'm not sure.
Mr. Spock Botox, come on.
That just happens to be tonight's sponsor, Spock Botox. If you want to look out of this world, get yourself injected today.
Looking to go where no face has gone before, Spock Botox.
Getting any kind of other cosmetic surgery, highly illogical.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It looks like he had a mind meld on his cheekbones.
Best of luck to Mr. Spock.
Both in life and in this match. Here we go.
They should fight over who gets to wear the mask.
Front headlock takeover there by El Mejor Luchador. Fireman's carry. Luchador makes it.
They don't have firemen on Vulcan, that's why it was not successful.
Apparently not.
Knee strike from Spock, wearing a red shirt. In Star Trek terminology, that does not bode well for his chances.
Oh no.
It certainly doesn't. And with our special Elimination Chamber referee, Mikey, in the ring. First time here in QAW. Welcome, Mikey.
Mikey,
doing the main event. Oh, okay.
Oh.
He's a fixture of the Las Vegas professional wrestling referee scene, and we're lucky to have him.
He didn't come cheap, but Diamond David is known to spare no expense.
Not at all, as a fireman's carry takes over Mr. Spock, who again looks like a regular person if their face was hit with a flat iron.
I think maybe the blast shielding on his spaceship came away and his face partially melted.
Oh, brother. Mayhor Luchador brings Spock back to his feet. And that grips him in a little bit of a bear hug there, but Spock, not a fan of male intimacy. Back elbow.
He's looking for a twink lock, not a bear hug.
Absolutely.
Cover now from Spock. 1. Kick out at 1. Mayhor Luchador acquitting himself quite well in the QAW ring.
It's almost like he's been here before.
Flying head scissors to Spock.
But again, the greatest wrestler not able to be here due to he's currently locked in a bit of a, well, literally a blood feud with Deadly Fred. Oh, but now we have a new competitor joining the ring here in just a moment.
Stomping on the arms of Nordique.
No, he's not stomping on my arms. He will. This is his dream.
Here comes Lloyd.
Oh, his legacy.
The Legacy puts down Spock. Now puts boots to the Luchador, and now, looking to submit Mayhor early. Cross arm breaker applied.
Lloyd, a man of many talents, submission being one of them, he might know, but Mayhor manages to escape. As I was saying, the greatest wrestler currently locked in that blood feud with Deadly Fred and perhaps contracting an unknown illness on the search for the cure, so that's why we're seeing El Mayhor here tonight.
As you said, a blood feud. The blood now flowing from the head of Mr. Spock, as looks like that Botox Spock was not enough to contain the fluids of that poor man.
I think his face busts open 6 times a day, but how unfortunate for it to be in the middle of this match.
Yes.
We'd advise
That's
anyone...
why Vulcans don't smile, they will burst open.
We'd advise anyone getting elective cosmetic surgery to see our doctor.
Yes, our good doctor here in QAW, who, as we saw before, made some words after the return of James Maloney. It looks like the doctor will be looking to take revenge on Tom Brady next week with James Maloney in the doctor's corner and Mike Diesel and Tom Brady. So come on back next week.
Keep coming back every week, folks. We stream on Thursday nights on Twitch, the platform of choice for anybody watching video games with intellectual property characters doing battle.
And QAW. Oh, but
what did I say?
He's locked Spock in the 2K20. He might be trying to get him to tap.
2K20. No, Spock doesn't bug out as Lloyd Legacy is not able to contain him.
And we're about to have another one of those pods open. Let's see who it is.
Yeah, that's why his name is not Lloyd Leglock. See, sharp.
Oh.
Haha.
Here comes the British man, Ryan the Lion James.
The British are coming. The British are coming. He's going to target the redcoat. No.
Targeting Lloyd Legacy as he puts him down. It's an international affair. We have El Mayhor, assumedly from Nowheresville. He's out.
El Mayhor, surprising elimination there from Mr. Spock. Mr. Spock he's here to win.
His first fall in the QAW.
What are your thoughts on that, Nordique? Mr. Spock, not to be taken lightly, apparently.
Yeah, perhaps he used his universal translator to hear the words I said. Mr. Spock shit talk I spoke about earlier. But it looks like he's running the show now.
Lloyd Legacy looking to eliminate Ryan the Lion.
Not yet. And folks,
not enough.
As Nordique pointed out, if you want to hear Mr. Spock talk about this, check out his podcast, Spock Shit Talk.
Streaming now on Google Podcasts, Spotify, and outside.
Outside.
Just plug your earphones into a cloud.
Just say, computer, play Spock Shit Talk podcast.
See, it works just like that. No, Lloyd Legacy now, like
piling
up bodies.
On top of Mr. Spock there, Mr. Spock climbing up.
How embarrassing. Spock does not take that slight lightly as he elbows and punches Lloyd Legacy down to one knee.
Just 3 seconds here. Let's see who the next entrant to this ring is.
It's Gentleman Doug.
Here he is, the steampunk rocker. There he is.
The villain himself, Gentleman Doug, one half of the Gentleman of Fear. Let's see if, oh, he's coming in already going for the arms of Ryan the Lion. Let's see if this plan will work.
Oh, arm wringer there to Gentleman Doug. Ryan the Lion grabs him by his bald head.
Smart move, having a bald head. Oh, Lloyd going for the cover.
Ah, Spock's not done yet.
Mr. Spock refusing to leave just yet, but now Gentleman Doug suffering those yes kicks from Ryan the Lion.
Yes, they are painful. Covered out from Spock. His second elimination. 1, 2. No, not enough to keep Legacy down.
Lloyd clings on to the match.
Would you say you might have a? It seems like you're showing a bit of a preference there to Lloyd Legacy. If you were to choose who you would challenge for your belt, would Lloyd be your choice?
Well, I do have a bit of a history with Lloyd Legacy in our match. Neither of us were involved in the pinfall, so I think it is only right that if Mr. Spock and the other 3 guys don't win, that Lloyd wins. Yeah, just from a numbers standpoint.
Fair.
Lloyd sent hurling back into the ring as now Spock is setting Gentleman Doug in the tree of woe. Boots him right to the midsection. Running power slam from Ryan the Lion.
Oh, massive power slam from the tall frame of Ryan the Lion. That could be it for Lloyd.
2, 3, that's it. Lloyd Legacy is out of here.
Just as we were talking about him, he's out.
We jinxed him. Like a Toronto Blue Jays no-hitter. The broadcasters jinxed them. Like a conspiracy. Speaking of which, who is this?
Conspiracy Carl, the final entrance into this chamber match.
The international incident continues as we have Ryan the Lion formerly from England. We have Mr. Spock from Vulcan. Gentleman Doug from the US of A, and we have Conspiracy Carl from parts unknown.
Absolutely, we all important regions of Earth being covered here. So it's anybody's match here at this point. If you ask me, I think my money's on Ryan the Lion James. We've seen him do quite well since entering this match, and he's got the wherewithal, and he's looking to add some medals to his medals.
I have a bit of a history with Conspiracy Carl. When I spent some time on the moon, I saw him there staging a Hollywood set to make it look like the moon landing took place in a film.
The lengths that Conspiracy Carl will go to know no bounds.
Very strange man.
A big right hand floors Spock. Conspiracy Carl looking to make this spaceman exit, but no, it's a big knee. Ryan the Lion looking to eliminate Gentleman Doug. 2 covers. 1, 2. Neither are successful.
Man, they're looking to bring the number down to 3.
Gentleman Doug sent face first into one of those pods. And again.
Oh, a low blow there from Conspiracy Carl on Spock, right in the Spocksticles.
There is no...
Falcons only reproduce once every 6 years. This is very dangerous.
Sweet Jesus.
There's no disqualification inside the chamber. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Mr. Spock is beaming back to his home planet.
As we were talking about Conspiracy Carl, that flying headbutt, he calls it the moon landing and eliminating Mr. Spock. Ladies and gentlemen.
Live long and prosper, Mr. Spock.
He was my friend. Number 1 contender will be either Ryan the Lion, Conspiracy Carl, or Gentleman Doug.
Cover on Ryan the Lion. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. It's down to Gentleman Doug and Conspiracy Carl.
That's it.
He eliminated 2 aliens in a row.
All it takes is a work visa to get into QAW, and we'd like to wish well to the Men's Warehouse gentlemen who weren't able to join us on the spaceship.
I think they're back in their cargo container, but unfortunately, it looks like Ryan the Lion James, he might have nowhere else to go. It seems like he might just stand there for the rest of the match.
He's
in disbelief.
Yes.
Some competitors deal with loss differently, and Ryan the Lion is stunned.
He is.
Gotch-style pile driver there to Gentleman Doug, dropped right on the top of his shiny head.
Oh.
Now Conspiracy Carl taking to the top rope. No, now going to the top of the chamber. Oh! Diving crossbody connects.
From the
but he's
top
done
of
too
the
much.
pod.
He's done too much damage to himself. He can't capitalize.
Crashing to earth, was it worth it?
We'll see. 1, 2. No, too much time to recover. Gentleman Doug kicks out.
With only these two men left, Nordique, would you say you have a preference? Which one of these men would you prefer to fight?
Well, I enjoy the gentlemanly-like qualities of Gentleman Doug, but I would like to smack the politeness out of his mouth. Conspiracy Carl, you know, if you beat him, he will think that it is somehow the government's fault. So let's just see how this plays out. The Brit is still outside the ring.
He's still there.
Oh, Gentleman Doug now landing a crossbody on Conspiracy Carl. Anything you can do, I can do shorter.
Amazing as he turned himself in midair like that. You'd think he could have just gone the other way, but Gentleman Doug looking to impress.
Conspiracy Carl now countering. Gentleman Doug with a counter of his own. Chop blocked by Conspiracy Carl. Gentleman Doug with a back kick. Misses an enziguri.
No. Both of these men are tired. Gentleman Doug's even falling slower.
Gravity works differently in an elimination chamber. Cover
It
by
works
Carl.
differently with the Intergalactic Champion.
Even trying to take a shortcut there, Carl not successful.
We have yet to see anybody take leverage there. Add some leverage to the pin and have it work. I'm not sure why they keep doing it, but now Carl's setting up for something here.
Oh! Diamond Dust there right to the face of Gentleman Doug as he's left staring at the ceiling.
Shades of our commissioner there. Carl, he might be looking to end this.
Boot to
he's
the
really
face of Gentleman Doug.
Targeting the little beard.
Like a target on his face, that is. And now, oh, look at this.
Has him trapped in a dragon sleeper.
Almost looks like what he calls the reverse Norwegian stink hold. How long can Doug last? But now he kicks out. He escapes.
Gentleman Doug with a strong forearm ducks the clothesline. Eats a boot to the midsection. Now looks like a straight jacket powerbomb from Carl. And it lands.
Oh,
1, 2. No, Gentleman Doug not done yet.
The unorthodox moveset of Conspiracy Carl is impressive, and I guess he's stepping out to get a breather.
Looking to collect himself, maybe asking what's it going to take to keep Gentleman Doug down, who's shown surprising resiliency in matches against the Reverend and now Conspiracy Carl. Outlasting 4 other competitors is now almost channeling the Reverend. Gentleman Doug now with some divine intervention of his own.
This could be a bit of a sign. Oh, looking to send a message to the Reverend, and that as he delivers that onto Conspiracy Carl, and now setting him up. I think he wants to lock it in. Yes, he's locking him in the penny pincher.
Penny pincher. Conspiracy Carl is his bank account empty. That is it. Gentleman Doug cashes in.
That is your opponent, folks, in the first ever QAW Elimination Chamber match. Gentleman Doug wins as Ryan the Lion still standing outside, but the Magnifique Nordique, your opponent at the next pay-per-view will be Gentleman Doug. What are your thoughts?
Oh, well, Gentleman Doug, if he thinks he's going to penny pinch me, I have a fistful of loonies with his name on it. Let's just say that much.
Well, folks, this has been your Pandemic again from Chicago, Illinois. Please, every single Thursday at 8 p.m. on Twitch, like, share, subscribe, or follow. Send us around, and our next pay-per-view will be on June the 14th. So please, stick around. We'll see you again. Thank you so much. I'm Buckley Swanton.
I'm Mike Mann, and of course, thank you again for joining us this week, La Magnifique Nordique.
Yes, I am the Magnifique Nordique, and I will see you soon, Gentleman Doug. You will be down at the mat facing the same direction as Spock's ears, looking up.
Wrong words.
A warning levied to Gentleman Doug, and folks, again, use that hashtag QAW on all the social media. We'll see you again next week. Love you, bye.
Love you.